Hello, everyone, and we are live and we are joined here by Adarsh today. Hi, Adarsh, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, sir?
I'm great, Adarsh. Great to have you back on the streaming scene after a long time. And guys, if you want to check out, there are some cool videos that Adarsh has made, some learning series also, which you can check out. But today is not about that. Today, Adarsh, it's about the World Cup, and it's an exciting format for the parents and for the audiences. If you know, it's the grand and the annual, which the event gets bigger and better. Last year we had like 3,000 kids. This year we have 4,000 kids from 20 plus countries playing. The countries are across the globe: India, USA, other countries from Asia, the Middle East, Bahrain, Iran, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Canada. UK, Germany, you name it, all the countries' kids are playing in this tournament. And we are done with the qualification round one, which was held on Saturday. That was yesterday. And today I am excited to bring you the second stage of the rounds where the top 50 or top 20 kids have qualified. So we are doing going ahead looking at games from the qualification round two for USA and Canada. And this is USA category one. And we see a lot of kids playing here, a lot of action happening. So let's dive directly into the action, Adarsh. So Adarsh is just the two of us. So that would be easy to pick up the colors if you want. That's our thing. And to the audiences who are watching, please drop in your kids Lichess ID as well as category and country. Okay, category and country. So that would be awesome. That would help us to understand whether help us to have an idea of how which game to follow. If you are following in, we'll follow your kids' game, things like that. So to help us out on that front. And okay, so let's see. Okay, Adarsh, this is a category one game. All right, did the kid miss this move? Is black to play? Black
I,
could have.
yeah, I think so that he should have. But now the white is winning and then it's kind of checkmate.
All right. Unfortunately for Vishnu, and okay, this was coincidentally, but Vishnu is my kid, and he should have eaten up the rook, and he was just winning purely. But no worries, there will be more games, and now Vishnu will have to rush up with the king, and we'll jump into other games because this looks like White will win this game here. Let's jump in. Okay, there are many games happening. Okay, the first round, there is 11 games going on. In category three, the first round is going on. In category one in USA, first round is still going on. And in category three as well, there are many games going on. A lot of kids has jumped in into the victory. Let's jump in here in category three, where things are a little bit tougher, a little bit exciting. Let's see, we are looking at chess professional versus school kid. So Adarsh, you were not there yesterday, but we were talking about few cool names that the kids come up with. Cool Kid is definitely a cool name, but there
Yeah.
are many usernames. Chess Professional also, I like it. So at the end, we'll also take a vote. We'll hear from the audiences as well which username they found the most coolest for today's stream. Uh, all right, let's keep going. What do you think, Adarsh? What's happening in this position?
You see in this position, like white is trying to maneuver the knight and keep an attack at a c4 square because we see that the pieces are located on that point and the rook, there are two isolation for the black. Black is a rook on h7, which is not pretty much doing anything. So as in like, and we say that a knight on a6 is not doing anything. These two pieces are really a troublesome thing for black. Because generally when we teach, we say the like our kid to keep the pieces in harmony. Like they are really protecting each other and at the time they can attack. But black although have the same materials in the board, but positional wise, white is superior because his pieces are really very easy to make the momentum in the board, grabbing more space and can attack. And I see you can see that black is trying to make some progress on the king side. Now, when with the exchange of bishop, it is kind of equal because earlier there was a dominance. Now the knight will maneuver to a good spot, make the things equal. But
Should
I
we
see there is
push
a
this?
might.
Should we capture this?
No, we should not. Because if we capture knight develops, knight goes to d3. Yeah, that could be a
Oh,
good
you
move.
want
We
to
can opt,
directly go to knight d3 here?
yeah, we can go for knight d3 or we can go for knight, just a second. Knight e4 idea. That would be also fine. Knight d3 is good because he can take the pawn on the e5 and then it is fine. And then he have a central, like you can see the huge center of the pawn, so it's fine.
All right, and black is only on. Oh, well, let's look at the time as well. Black is only on 2 minutes. White has 7 minutes on the clock. So that's also
I think time will be not a problem for a player who like in a third category as because they are really like really familiar with the all-time formats. So I think that chess professional is taking his whole of the time so that he don't make any mistakes. Based on his rating, even if he has 1 minute in the clock and the position favors, he will able to win because he just have that experience with the rating which he have.
definitely 2014 rating there, but it's very risky playing at this less time. Always, as now you can see, black shouldn't eat up this rook. Let him allow, okay, but there are some threats.
In the both the way, same thing. You should take the pawn with the knight. And then when they take the rook, we take it with the pawn, or we can take it with the knight. That's fine.
But you lose the b6 pawn, right? Okay, so king,
Yeah, we
and
lose the
then
b6 pawn.
suddenly,
What is the
no, no,
idea?
no,
Like
but you eat up the
knight
knight,
takes 5,
rook eats up,
rook takes,
pawn eats up,
pawn
yeah,
takes, king d6. So
king
that we can connect
b6,
the rook with the b7 pawn.
but white will suddenly have an a pass pawn.
But we have a b7 pawn. Like
No,
I mean, we
b6
have
pawn is
this.
going to get
We have
eaten up, right?
yeah, yeah.
So we'll have a c6 pawn, not the b7
We
pawn,
will
right?
take the rook with the knight. We will take the rook with the
With the
knight,
knight. Okay.
and then we play the king to d6.
Oh, he takes king d6. With king d6, he is afraid of the check. That's why he went king
Yeah,
f6.
that's so both are fine. Now you can't get that pass through easily because rook is connected. Also, this is kind of playable because you can play rook c7 and sometimes threat for the thing. Also, that's a situational pin, good one. Now it's not working.
Okay, this will be a very interesting one as chess professional, the higher rated 2014. But we have seen a lot of upsets in this tournament, a lot of 2000 players. We saw in the India region also today, Dharanesh, who was yesterday 5 out of 5, 2000 rated, 2000 plus rated, a very strong kid, got knocked out of the tournament today. So we might have some big surprises in the store for this one. Also, so audiences, stay tuned. Parents, please drop in your kids' ID so we can follow all the games. There will be a lot of games happening, and this is the qualification round two of the PCA World Cup of the region, Canada and the USA. So Black still has a decent position. It's equal 4 pawns versus 4 pawns. White just pushes the A4 pawn. This looks draw, but I'm really worried about the time situation here for chess professional. We come back to this game. Let's go to category two for the first round. This is the last game going on. Let's see. Black has to do the checkmate quickly. Can Black find the checkmate? Oh, going for
I
one more.
yes, it's
This
kind of easy for black.
stalemate might
Just you need
happen.
to. He want
I'm
to make
worried.
one more.
Okay, Black is just taking a time to make one more queen, trolling the opponent. KK 518 44289. I don't know what's the secret code there. Audiences, if you can crack the username's code, do let us know in the chat. Tejug, Tejug is playing with the white pieces, and Tejug is hoping for a stalemate idea or something like that. Let's see, this is the last game going on in category 2, and in category 1 there are two games ongoing. Let's jump in. There is Stefan 29 versus Manvi Manvi K Jendala. Also category 3, we shouldn't be missing on, is chess professional with the black pieces able to hold white with only 16 seconds left on the clock. That will be the game to watch out for. And we might see a huge upset if Cool Kid can flat chess professional or trick chess professional there. Oh, this might be a mistake. Now, white has lost a pawn and another pawn because you can't
Yeah,
push
it's
that
just.
pawn because of it on passant. And
But the
the
thing is that he has to really make it fast. It's just 10 seconds. So maintaining this thing would be a little bit
oh,
difficult.
this
Knight,
is
he
also
just lost the knight.
he
It's
chopped off the knight.
the-
Also, this pawn is hanging. This
push the
pawn is
king
under attack.
forward. No, 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 that's not way. No,
Oh, rook again, rook
it
trade.
may be a one of the upset I see possible.
King up.
His, oh
This
God,
pawn is
no.
falling. You can't protect that pawn. Okay, you can't eat up this pawn temporarily, but you can attack this one now. Oh, he's bringing
No.
in the king to
Push
attack
the
it.
pawn, attack the knight. Push the pawn, attack the knight for now.
He'll bring
No,
the
he
king
just
up again. Will he try to eat this up? This king might go up, but there again, so
the
the king
rook
can't go up.
check as well.
And we see a big upset by Cool Kid. Good kudos to Cool Kid. Way to play here. And kids, that is why chess is beautiful, yeah. So Adarsh, we see all kind
Hmm.
of like you see, Cool Kid was only 1600 rated. He defeated a 2000 plus rated. That's on. This is a very interesting kind of a position. Okay, this looks like white should be winning, but queens can do wonders. Uh, Queen can really do wonders. Also, let's see what's happening in Canada. Okay, Canada also, the first match is still going on in category number 3. In category number 2, we already have the second round kick off, and we have some results in the second round as well. Okay, because Curbs haven't showed up. Curbs was playing really well. I'm not sure why Curbs haven't showed up for today's games. It's Sunday. Sometimes the kids have other classes as well. Uh, Probably. Okay. Let's jump into more games. Okay, Adarsh, let's go to this one. Checkmate Chaser 31 versus Mr. Renter. We were calling him the Mr. Renter yesterday. Mr. Renter was playing really fine chess. Okay. He's 2129. No, there might be some error. Mr.
One.
Renter
There's a
in.
different one.
Oh, yeah, but this is category 3. Yeah. So there might, he can be 2129. Very high rated, and checkmate chaser is 1234 in category 3, so a vast difference in rating, but checkmate chaser is fighting till the end. Let's see if he can hold the fort against Mr. Renter.
A good move, I say, but then again, the same pattern will follow.
Oh, you can eat it with the knight, but then make a queen, queen.
Will make a queen.
Okay, so Mr. Renter
Yeah,
wins
where he will
this
make a
in
queen.
category 3 in Canada. White shall just end this game here. White will lose this one.
Mhm.
Oh, very difficult to save the rook as well. Both the
Yeah,
pieces
and
can't be saved. All
black is
right. So,
really pressuring and then just converting into
so
it.
we'll move on to the next one. Let's see what's happening here. We were looking at this game, Anirudh Kande versus Tarun, 1-1. This is category 3 in the USA. And let's see. Okay, we have some amazing commentary. Thanks, Prakriti, for the support. Prakriti is also one of our coaches. She's a regular here as well. All right, guys. But I'm worried about Black's time. Black is only on 10 seconds. Anirudh Kande is on 2 minutes. Maybe Black will get flagged. Oh, he
That's
gave
a
up the
mistake.
pawn. Oh, but how does White win this? It
But
might also be very difficult for White to win this one.
like white has to put the c5, c5, c6 will make this thing. Then the rook go forward. I see that black has some nasty ideas like king g4 and that looking for checkmate. But let's see if the king goes to h3, then also it's a trouble. Because black is looking for checkmating ideas. What is the problem is like if the king goes to h3, then black can play the simply king to f3 and then look for checkmates. Again, the king goes to no. Now king goes to g. What's that? Uh,
So you need to check.
but he'll again move the king.
This is fine, but
Now this is fine. He
oh,
has to move in another way, then it would be like a checkmate. No. Why the white does want to give a check?
because Black might get a queen later, right? Or he has to push the pawn. Oh,
He just got the queen, gave up the thing. He can just take it. That could end up in a
this will end up
draw.
in a draw now because White King is really far away. So what was the win here, Adarsh, for White? Just simply c7.
Yeah, just simply c7, or he can just even play the rook to c8. Just because the king is here, king will not able to tend to like protect that thing. c7 is also winning. c7, c8, queen.
No, but okay, 1 second. If he goes to goes up, what if Rook gives a check? Oh, he can't give a
We
check.
take on. Rook goes to c8 was like really win. Now this is
This is
I have
raw
seen this game yeah, earlier today. One of my kid who was playing against 1900 just lost because of they have a rook and a king. So I can't say this is a draw because anything can happen there.
there was a queen versus queen where he had a checkmate. He missed the checkmate. But when we were in the India region in the evening and queen versus queen, he blundered the queen and yeah, but under time pressure. So yeah, with 6 seconds, with tricks like this, probably Aniro White only has an option to flag, but flagging might not work because of increment and it might lead to a
No,
draw.
this is draw now. He just offered a rook. And White says no, we will not. White is really in flagging business this time.
Okay,
Black just need to move the king.
this might go on for more 50 moves. Let's go on here. Let's see what's happening. This looks a pretty fancy position. The rook is on f6 where it can't be eaten up because of this pin here. All right. So let's see. And I see a lot of users, a lot of parents, kids have joined. Guys, please do make sure that you uh, type in your kids' Lichess ID and we can follow their games. And okay, now black heats up the h6 pawn. White is a bishop up. I didn't notice that, but this
Pass the
bishop
bishop,
isn't
but right
doing
now he
that.
will capture the pawn. Then that's fine.
All right. Should we go on to the next game, Adarsh?
We could go for it because this seems like White is winning.
All right. This looks like white is winning. Canada, category number A. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. White is going
White is
kids.
really in a good day today.
Yesterday also White was having a good luck day. We saw we had Girish here who was like a lucky charm for the white side. Probably you can be the lucky charm for the white side today.
Mhm.
But let's see. Black might get stalemated as well. Okay. Three
I
queens.
can see
Prayag hero, very risky chess. I say if you don't need more
take the
pieces,
knight.
you don't need to have. Okay.
There
All
is
right.
so
So
many
that's a
that a
checkmate.
single check did a checkmate.
Beautiful checkmate in category one by Prayag Hero, playing like a hero, winning that game. And let's see, category two, we see, finally, Cups came in. He did not make a move for a very long time, I guess, and he has come in. Princess 2014 is playing against Cubs underscore 1710. And
And
Black
Princess
just has an
blundered the rook.
extra queen and blundered the rook.
That's done. With
Also, Black also blunders. Blunder. Too many
we just
blunder territory.
countered the blunder with the blunder. What is that? Like it is a category two, so I expect him to capture the rook, but
Yes,
maybe we
category
haven't
two,
seen
we
that.
expect check captures threat, and that was expected. But all right, let's see what's happening in category three in Canada. Round two has kicked off. Dima Roblox, we were the Dima Roblox wasn't in our radar yesterday, as there were like hundreds of kids playing yesterday. But today they will be on our radar, and Dima Roblox is leading. Let's go. Who's leading in all the categories? Let's see. Juan Biswal is leading in category one in USA. Category 2 in USA, we've 100. And there are many kids. Okay, there are almost six kids leading in category 2. Category 2 is going to be really tough. In category 3 as well, lot of kids in one on 1 point. Oh, second round is yet to be kicked off. We'll see a lot of exciting stuff here in this category, and it's going to be really, really tough. Almost 20, 19 kids on one out of one. So only six kids can make it. Let's see who do make it, and let's jump into more games which are fairly equal. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's happening here.
Arab Bhupati has some sort of a lead. I can see that can also like if knight is attacking the queen, that's the point. And if we the easier way is to capture the pawn with the queen and then continue the position. But the problem is the rook c1. Like if we take the queen c5, rook c1. Otherwise, there will be a very beautiful smother Nate possibility is there.
But can you just
But
give
if
a double check?
no, the
Uh,
knight, okay, yeah.
Oh, in
Okay,
double
I
check,
just did a double check
it's
was possible
compulsory
in
to
smother
move the
Nate.
king, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just missed it out. I just thinking that knight can take the queen. Like a kid, I was being like that. You just take the pawn with the queen and be happy there. I don't see any kind of threats there. Finally, he got that.
All right. So now finally, is there a trick? Can black?
Double check does
Mm,
not that good here because we don't have any progression with the knight. So in that case, we can move knight e4.
just strengthening the center. But what's happening with knight e4? There is no attack.
No,
Oh,
we want to make the knight e4 so
but
that
this
we
is
can play
free rook.
knight. That's a blunder. Let's lock like a check. Almost losing.
Oh, blunder, another blunder.
Uh,
Today is blunder plus blunder day. So if one blunder is happening, I guess the second blunder will take place. Also in category two, especially those blunders are taking place. So
yeah,
we are
there
not
come.
sure, and we expect better from category two kids. So definitely black could have eaten this queen. Now black should just, I don't know, eat up
Black
the queen, bring the knight
could
back.
take the queen. That's it.
But here white has just a super cool move, check, and then he can bring the rook also in the middle, just trade off these pieces. And white was clearly winning, but white made a blunder. Black keeps the queen on the board, might get, oh, Also, black should have, okay, another blunder, three blunders in a row. I guess we should leave this game here because nah, anything can happen and black
It's
resigned.
kind of difficult to predict where does they're giving a pieces.
All right. Okay, kids, that's why I don't know. Focus, focus. That's why we have this format where you have to play for 5 rounds. Otherwise, in the arena formats, kids are just blitzing out the moves. They play for half an hour, they leave. Every game, every move, you have to be very precise. And that's the key. That's the key. And take it move by move. Think along it. Those are the tips that we can give as coaches here. But all right, guys, let's go ahead. Adarsh, let's see what's happening in category three in Canada. Adi Sekran. Adi Sekran was, I guess, the only player who was able to get 5 out of 5 yesterday in the qualification round one. But we saw in another countries where the person who got 5 out of 5 got knocked out today. So let's see what's happening with Adi Sekran. Okay, but Adi Sekran looks really comfortable. White White just made a calculation error, and black is now a piece up. This was really he attacked the rook. Probably he just had to move the rook back, right?
Yeah, I just need to look back a bit.
He forgot this that the knight can come back, and okay, white has managed to win the pawn. This is still not easy to win for black, but oh, now it's gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Avilash P resigns. Let's see, Adi Sekran moves on top again,
Yeah, he maintained his spot.
maintaining his lead, dominance. Mr. Renter is there on the top. Master Chess is there on the top. Dima Roblox is there on the top in Canada. Category 1 USA. Let's see. Devanshrat, Satvik. Okay, these guys. Devanshrat is a 1.5 on fourth. Amol Lohe, Amukka, Vivan Biswal. Many kids will join in as well. Let's see what's happening here. Mm, in category two, there were blunder territory. Category three, on the top is Sri Prajwal. Let's see, he's playing against Vivan Ruparal, and let's see what's happening. Sri Prajwal just made a pin or a skewer.
Yeah,
Sorry, this is a skewer, higher piece,
skewer this.
and Sri Prajwal might get more points now. Is there a way to get out of the skewer?
Not really. He has to just move the queen away, and the rook will be gone.
Or can you attack White's queen? What about knight e4? You
Knight take.
capture,
Knight.
I capture, you capture,
Um,
I capture. He goes for
he
it.
did that.
Knight
Even
e4.
if the knight, let's say if knight takes knight, queen takes, then we still take the rook.
You can take the rook, and this comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's losing the rook anyways.
Mm.
Uh,
Now black is lost.
there are so many threats in this position. Uh, we see there are two hanging pieces, knight and bishop, because knight is attacked by the knight and the queen. Bishop is free. Queen and rook are under pin, so black has to really take care about things.
So Queen F4, an excellent move by Sri Prajwal, showing why he's on the number one spot, even being lower rated. He's 1703, and for the audiences, even 100 point difference is a big difference in chess. 100 point to get that 100 points, the kids have to play hundreds of games to reach there and to get that score. So that's a big difference. And now looks like black did not. Okay, so there's this famous term, Adarsh. Yeah, if in case I'm sure you might know. Let's tell the audiences about it. LPDO. Yeah, loose pieces drop off. So you see, the bishop is loose. It will get eaten up. The
Mhm.
queen. Okay, the
He
queen
just
was
chose
also
to give
loose.
up a
This knight
queen.
was loose. Chose to give up the queen, but oh, he's going for another tactics. And now, if you capture the
Mhm.
knight, he can eat up the bishop, and then he'll eat up the bishop, so it will be equal. So if you eat up the queen, there is a check.
That's a very good move, I must say.
So Vivan
Um,
Ruparel gave it a thought, but found a good way to get out of this trouble momentarily. But White also can think, okay, he get grabs the queen, will go for a check. He'll just move he might lose the queen. He'll grab the rook as well.
there's two pieces versus a rook, I think.
Vivan Rupaler is thinking here. What is he thinking? He has to take the queen,
Point
right?
is that if he takes the queen, we takes the rook, then his knight is can be also taken by the bishop. And
Okay,
then
but
that's the same thing
it's
that we have talked. It has been like opponent got the rook finally with that score.
yes, but it's only a 1 point difference, and these bishops can be really tricky in the end game as it looks quite like an open position. It's not yet closed, so this is quite open, and the rook. Oh,
No, if the rook get traded, that's done. Now
but this is
that's
done, yeah. What's the trick? What did Black have in mind?
the rook goes to e1, then the bishop will take the f2. Okay, so that's the good way. Actually, that move also, like, yeah. The black has thought that if rook on f1 goes to e1, he will take the pawn with the black bishop. That was the plan. But the another rook has came out. Now he can't move the bishop because of the situational pin, because if he moves the bishop, it will be a checkmate.
Okay,
And so for this point, he can just trade the dark square bishop and play the position
no, but
very easily. Like,
that will give up the pawn, right? Oh, but
no,
then
but
this is
right now he
winning, right?
don't have to offer a bishop trade because he'll take the rook. That's problem.
So no, you can. Oh, he'll take the rook, and then. So what do you play here as White?
As white, we can just like he played it. He says that let's take my rook.
But then you can just give.
He just want to trade like bishop takes the rook, bishop rook takes the rook, king takes the thing, and he will go for endgame with the same bishop.
No, but that's bad.
It's
Bad endgame
that
for White, right? Black is a pawn
he
up. It's drawish, very much
is
drawish.
drawish.
But here looked like White had more points, right? So somewhere White went wrong with Rook AE1.
Let's just think about it.
Awesome, guys. So all right, let's see what's happening here. This might be a very interesting. Same side bishop endgames are not usually drawn. Opposite side endgames are very easy to draw. Offering a bishop trade with this pawn structure, not sure. Yes, black says, why not? I have an extra pawn. I might try to push. F4, C4. Let's see who has a pretty superior endgame technique.
Yeah, let's see.
I think white might fall into some kind of a Zugzwang. White
At
is
current,
pretty much
the way White has played all the moves with the control in his position, I think that White is having comfortable with the end game. But as his rating does not speaks the same.
definitely C Prajwal showing that these three pawns will be able to hold these four pawns. Black pushes the pawn here and white goes A4. Definitely, if black tries to do some kind of a break, white will have these squares under control. Black also cements the pawn on A5. B6 can be played. Slowly, black will also make some progress, and I guess at the end, white will not be left with any squares or any moves to play. And but black king also, I can't see any progress squares.
Yeah, I should like
But white
B6 should
king
be
will go.
folded. There is no but like progress with the both the side. White, like the thing is like you have said it correctly that the white will land up in a zugzwang because of the king positioning. You see, king moves, then pawn push, and that's the queen. So I don't see the way. Like if you, the only way is to move the king to E, like E7, E2, E2, D2 or F2. But the thing is that the black king has nowhere entry in this position. Like the squares like E5 and D5 are covered with the pawn. So they will play the king for 50 moves and draw. Or just draw right now. Vivon Parnell has really saved his game because the moment that he found the knight F3 was really very much good move, I say. Not easy to find that kind of move.
Also, he can't sacrifice this because then there's no way
That's the
breaking.
only material advantage he have. If he sacrifice it, then it's not good. Although there is no
There's
improvement
no
in
way
that
none
one.
of the kings can enter from anywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's the dead position.
All right, so let's move on. Let's see. This is Sri Prajwal will make a draw. Vihan 117, S2 Chess 75, Udit Geeta. Both of them have won two out of two of their games. Third round going on in category two. In category one, the third round will kick off. In Canada, also the third. Okay, let's see. Single rook checkmate. Category number three. Does the kid know it? Should know it, but looks like doesn't. Chess player Om with the racing flag. Okay, he gets the king up. Which technique is he going for? Adesh, what do you think? There are two techniques, right? With the single rook checkmate, there is a rank technique and there is a boxing technique.
I think he's going for the rank one. But looking at the
Mm,
rook position right now, it could be box one. I just prefer set the kid to go for a rank one, but it seems like in this position it's a box technique. Because
yeah,
in box technique we keep the rook closer to the king
rook.
and then push the opponent king to the
But
corners. While
he's
in the
mixing
rank,
up.
the rook
He's
is at
mixing up the orders. He's mixing up the
yeah.
moves. He's not making the box smaller and smaller. You see, now he'll have to. The box
Neither
is
he is
open now.
controlling the rank
King.
one, neither going for the box one. Now it seems like it is closing the box. But again,
No, 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 no. So chess player home as the black player doesn't know the technique, definitely,
no,
uh,
it's
which
draw.
which he should have been knowing. Single rook checkmate is it's a difficult one, definitely for the kids to understand and everything, but probably the kid did not know it. No worries, chess player home. Maybe you can figure it out later and discuss it with your coach. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening in other games in Canada. Round three is already kicked off. In category two, in round one also round three has kicked off. Let's see what's happening. Round three kicked off in category number one in USA. Let's see what's happening here. Amog Loy versus Jacob Abraham, 1980. Oh, Black has attacked the queen, wins the queen, and Amog Loy will win the game. This is the peekaboo
Mhm.
attack that the kids love. Peekaboo attack, the discovered attack. Peekaboo, you don't spot it, and surprise, surprise, you get the queen.
Your queen
All
is
right,
gone.
and definitely now black it will win this game. So these are this is how category 1 works for the audiences. To explain you category 1, 2 and 3, how are they different? Category 1, the kids are just starting out in chess. Category 2, they know a little bit of chess but they are not pros or experts. Category 3 are the most promising young prodigies there out there. And let's go. So this should be an easy victory for black. Like
Yeah, bishop takes bishop, pawn, queen, then it's
check, and then I guess
then
it's
bishop
game
comes,
over.
we do a checkmate.
Bishop comes in the middle, you do a checkmate. So Amogloi defeats Jacob. Okay, slightly this game will go on a little bit longer. No worries, but definitely black will win this with an extra queen. So Amogloy will go 3 out of 3. There defeating Jacob Abraham, who was on the who was on the third spot. Arjun Aditya has already reclaimed the top spot. We see here Krishank Chandra, Tejas among Krishank Chandra is already 3 out of 3. Exciting to see. Category 2 USA, we have seen a lot of blunders, but the classic debate comes in Knight versus Bishop. Which piece is better and why? We have seen a lot of
In this
interesting
position,
games
bishop
in
is
this.
better. That's a mate. We move the rook. That's a mate.
Oh,
That's why bishop is better. It's a dragon bishop. You see.
all right. Shreyas 19 just won the game with the bishop there, and Sumsin made a blunder there, allowing the checkmate, back rank checkmate. He thought he had a
Yeah.
vacated square. Guys, but if you are vacating the square, tip number one, always vacate a square which is of the opposite color of the bishop that the enemy has. So h6, if you vacate a white square, then it's difficult for the enemy to checkmate, or f6 as well. So you see the king can run away and doesn't have to stay on the dark square. All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
Also, yeah, the
Go
thing is
ahead.
like always we have seen in the kids game, the dragon bishop plays a very vital role because they just don't consider to be that piece so active. But what happens is like that dragon bishop is not really directly in impacting the position. As you see, we don't consider that while calculating. I am telling from kids perspective. And once the position has been already done, like in this position when rook came to E like D8, then black realized that bishop was there. And that's a complete ignorance from the like black side. He was preparing for some kind of attack with knight f4 to attack the pawn, but considering that bishop is very important. It happens in the higher level games also. I have seen a game between Levin Aronian and one of the Iranian grandmaster, and it just happened like that. So it can happen at any level. So the thing is that we should consider that bishop as an active attacker while considering our plan.
Definitely. I also like to call this as a sniper. You see, slowly hiding
Yes,
away
sniper
in
bishop.
the camouflage, and this is also the sniper bishop. All right, category three. Let's see what's happening. We'll try to cover as many games, as many different kids as we can in today's stream. Parents, if you have tuned in, if you are watching right now, drop in your kids' Lichess ID. We'll have fun following it. Your kids might learn a trick or two, and you might also be able to understand what's happening in your kids game. Nandit Sai playing with the white pieces, HDK chess playing with the black pieces, a bishop and a rook. Bishop is 3, rook is 5. It's 8 points, but the queen is 9 points. Nandit Sai has a lot of extra pawns. Can white win here with only 40 seconds on the clock, or can black trick and make a draw?
I think white is winning here because of
Oh, pawn
the
push. C3. Oh, no, C6. I guess
no,
no.
c3 is
She's
losing because the bishop is
C6. Yeah.
tricking the promotion square.
B7 square. Okay. I guess A4, A5, all these push, and then you can go for something simple.
Yeah,
Here
a4,
also
a5 is
C6. Here also
you can
C6.
push the a4, a5, a6, and then you can take the rook. Like you can still push the pawn, that's fine. You can push the pawn to c6.
All right. That's the key. Place your
Now we
pieces
can
on
off.
the opposite color of the bishop. Bishop is on the dark square. You see, white has placed
I
everything
say
on the
that
light square.
yeah, but the thing is like black is also controlling game nicely because you see the king, rook, bishop, all are like really defending it so well. And we have to play the king, queen, b7, pawn push. Pawn push, bishop takes. We take the bishop, rook takes the pawn, and then it's queen versus rook.
It's clearly winning.
Hmm.
You can
I
go
think
no.
this
Queen G
time, the
check.
only the problem is the time. It's need to be really controlled of.
All right. Nandit Sai only has 13 seconds, and okay, he can go for H4, H5, H6. H6 is also fine, I guess, here. Okay, but he's allowing with the checks for the king to go there.
He takes the pawn. That's fine. Then give a check with queen g6. No, it's not possible. Push pawn h6.
Can you eat it up?
You can eat up if you have a technique to convert it right now. Just play the
F4.
f4 right now.
Yeah, this is winning. This is winning now. All right, and the size simplifies. Oh, but this might get complicated. Oh, he pushes. Okay, again, zugzwang. But oh, black, I guess, had to come here. Now you go
Yeah. Now, another way the
up,
pawn will
up,
go to a queen instead of
up,
this.
up. Regardless, anything. E6, E7, just winning.
E6, e7, then a queen, and then when.
No, but
Only
stalemate
keep in mind
ideas.
that, yeah, stalemate right is the problem. Push the another pawn. Keep
H6,
that pawn and push the another pawn.
H7 check, push it.
Give a check with one pawn f7, then another one, then make one
Pawn
ultimately.
push. He did not capture because this is the stalemate trick. No,
He has to capture one. He make a queen, then king will go to g6. And now it's winning.
take the pawn.
Take the take the
You take
pawn.
the pawn, take the
Like
pawn.
take the pawn will be at least a draw, or you are losing. He will make a draw, I think. He
What?
told you.
But it was winning.
That's the way. You just have to take the pawn, move the king. That's checkmate.
Yes, here
Take
white
the
had to
pawn,
take the
king c6.
pawn. But was it
Move the.
threefold repetition? One check, two, three. How is
This
it
is
threefold?
photogenic. This is photogenic. The thing is that it is another rule in chess that if you got to a same position three times without any progress, then it's a draw, like threefold. It's considered under the case of threefold.
But check. Oh, when it started, when he made the queen, that was the first one. I didn't spot that.
That's
So this,
and you see that the last move was the queen was at that spot.
okay. All right. So let's see. All right. Sad news for Nandit Sai, but with the time, a good save. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead with different. We haven't seen more games. Okay. Krishan Chandrasekhar was leading there for a while. Let's go to this game versus Arrow Clear. Oh, this game is white resigned, black won. So, okay, but I think you should not have resigned. You could have fought on.
We have to check a little bit back what happens there.
Black won, white resigned, but white could have fought on. Okay, white is losing, but never resign, kids. Fight on. You see, anything can happen. We saw in Nandit Sai's game, he was winning, but unfortunately, with SDK chess, that game ended in a draw with a threefold repetition. Let's see what's happening in category two. Category two, the third round is about to end. Category three, still, I guess the second, oh, third round just kicked off. In category number three, I had to refresh it a little bit. In category number one, it's Arush. Let's see, category one, very interesting position, but this looks like black will only win it. But white can be maybe do something. No, can't do anything here. So this is going to be game over. Amuka will win. All right, we don't have any requests from the parents or the kids in the chat. So let's keep going. Category 3 Canada, third round has kicked off. Dima Roblox number one versus Mr. Renter is playing Nisa versus Cribs. Cribs is leading with 3 out of 3. Nisa is also leading. So this game is very important. Who finishes in the top? Also, guys, only the top six players will go and form a team. There will be a team USA, there will be a team Canada. So it will be fun. Let's see what happens.
Naisha was leading yesterday also, I've seen.
Yes.
But he's playing against number one, Krebs. Interesting. Knight will take it, and then the bishop takes the pawn. Knight takes f3, pawn takes f3, bishop takes h8, and we that's the way. Bishop takes h6. You move the rook. Opponent will play queen f3, queen g3, and look for checkmate.
But how to stop this? Can you go
Like
king
there,
h7?
no, as this position suggests, there are like rarely any saves.
You have to sacrifice something very major.
This is also winning actually.
But what do you do? Why is it winning?
White is just winning here. Queen f7 and queen g7 checkmate.
Oh, why bishop is also here. I forgot about this
Yeah,
white
that's a
bishop.
pin position. You should not allow the knight d5 earlier. And if you allow the knight d5, there's a thing in this position that your bishop should be at c5 and you should not have played d6. I have played many times in this position. So your bishop should retreat to protect this. And unless that's done, and after you see this kind of a development, you have like one another way. Once the knight takes h6 is there, then you have to move the king to h8 and rook g8 to so that the queen can't make the progress. But that was not also possible because your opponent having both the bishops pinning towards your king.
All right,
So that's the
bishops
problem with
proved to
it.
be really deadly there. And all right, no worries. Let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening on the other games and on the other boards. Let's quickly jump in. Category number one, USA again. There are okay, only one game going on. Then we'll move on to round four. For category, let's see. Oh, A2 DY3. That's again a cool username. Kritik Arvind 23 there with only 1 minute with playing with the white pieces. A2 DY3 is playing with black, 26 points up. I think he should just bring the rook, try for some ladder checkmate quickly. But looks like Kritik Arvind will run out of time meanwhile. Both the kids, 37, 38, might not be very much into the standings, but a good fight. That's why you keep playing, you keep learning. Guys, that's the most important thing. And if you want to learn more chess, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Premier Chess Academy. And there's a link to take a free trial class. If you're new, take a free trial class, have fun, and maybe you can play in the next World Cup. All right, so black really needs to take the rook out and go for the ladder checkmate. Give up the bishop. Oh, he's not giving up the bishop. But a2 dy3, we are confident he'll figure out. It's just category one. I'm sure he might have learned the ladder checkmate. If that class is not done, then he might struggle to make a checkmate. But yeah, he should be able to figure out. Category number two, let's go. There's a last game going on. Advik Singh versus Tejuk. Advik
Thank
Singh is about to win this game against Tejuk, and I don't see anything stopping it. Okay, stalemate ideas, but white has two pawns, so you can
That's the problem for it.
technically play anything.
Oh, black is trying to give up both the pawns so that he can be easily doing the checkmate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
no, but still the king is running. Play here. This
Oh,
is
just
check.
queen f6. Not that one, the another one. Now that's he's thinking about the ladder, not considering the pawn.
He'll eat up both the pawns, and then we'll do the ladder checkmate again.
At least, Yeah.
I guess he'll play something like this. Let's see Advik Singh there trying to win this crucial match. King will try to go in the center. King should go in the center right now. E4, yes, moves to the center. Again, now stay same ladder checkmate started. Rook D, Queen D6, I'm assuming. Then King will
Advik
go
Singh is
down.
like, I have learned the lead ladder checkmate, so I will do it no
But
matter what.
again, where is the king going? Okay, king goes here. Now
He will
queen,
do it.
queen a3. Oh, but
He will.
stalemate. Oh, there's no stalemate because of the pawn. And he'll do the checkmate now.
Ladder will be the way I said. It. Ladder is the way.
But luckily, White had a pawn. That was otherwise Advik Singh might have lost here.
Draw.
Drawn. That would have been a sad result for Advik. But this moves Advik to which spot? Let's see. Okay, Advik is now on 16th spot. He has won two games. Still put him in the contention. There are four kids who are three out of three. That's good news for them, as only six top six spots, guys, are for that the kids can achieve and make it to the team. All right, let's
Mhm.
see category number three, USA. What's happening? We haven't seen. Okay, Rishan Reddy and Medhan, SHB, Medhan. I don't know the username, how to pronounce it, but all right. Your thoughts,
Medhavi.
Adarsh?
Okay, about the game. Um, I see that white has a little bit of a better position, I say, because of that G5 push.
Let's see why was this made, and this was made recently only. Just push G5, huh?
Yeah, there is no I can understand he wants to play the G4 so that he can pursue the attack there. But he does not have a light square bishop, neither any continuation. So I think that white should really go, yeah, that's way. Like he should exchange that knight. That is a problem to give, like that can give a check to the king anytime. And after that, when he develop the bishop, he can look for queen G4 ideas and pressure the pawn. Because you can't play f6 even to protect the pawn, then we can take the knight. Okay, he's attacking the rook. So rook b1 is the move. Just fine.
So you're suggesting queen G4 now
You can go for queen g4.
or F4?
Pawn f4 is also no pawn f4 is like pawn
But
f4, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes. So if you want to go for an exchange variation, it's also fine. There are two ways to continue there. Queen g4, then pawn f4. So we can just really go for that. Otherwise, pawn f4 is fine with an idea to play the rook to g4. Like pawn, okay, it's still the same.
he come back on the same square. And now he gives an option or like a pass. Okay, black. Now you think, what are you going to do? I have multiple moves under my belt. I'll go all out attack on you. All right, but do you have any moves? I don't think so. Black, I can't find good moves. Black can maybe central. Okay,
Black is
offering a
offering a trade,
trade. Yes,
which is not
queen.
bad.
Now
But
queen
yeah, white
g4,
should not
and
accept that.
there are
Queen
some
g4,
disparate.
and yeah, that's the move. Queen g4 is now,
Knight
that's
is
looked so good. But yeah,
h5, threatening a checkmate. Okay, f5.
that's why Queen g4 was suggested.
But queen g4, f5, you would have lost a piece, right?
Let's just check. Queen g4, f5. It take with the bishop. The rook takes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, bishop can take something.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
this is
No
also
piece.
knight. Now the knight is pinned. Now queen g5 check is a threat.
That's good. You can protect the knight with rook f6.
F6,
Rook,
then
and
queen
then rook
g5, yeah.
g6.
With the rook g6.
Another rook to f8. I don't get that. That's also not good. Like black is thinking that if it takes the pawn, I move the queen g7.
But why to give that take? Okay. He takes the rook. So
This
why?
is go. This can go either way because now the rook can go to g6. Now rook g6 was really important because that just created an attack on the opponent king side. So
They can go rook g8, rook g6 right away as well now. Also
mhm.
f4 push, yeah, f4 was
That's
scary. Scary
yeah.
stuff. As you said, can go anyways. Black, yeah, offers a queen trade. That's a good way. White offers a queen trade. White has so
But
many
he can
pawns
just
up.
trade the thing first and then go for a
Oh,
trade.
so now if he captures, rook captures, right? But no, you can eat up the queen.
Yeah, that's the wrong. So if he takes the pawn,
Oh, but
no,
why with the king?
moving the king is not the way. Like now, rook g6 is the
But
one.
the queen is pinned, so queen can't move. Rook g6, but yeah,
That's the
again,
only relief for the
king
white
h,
position that
true.
queen is pinned.
Queen is going to get exchanged, but now
And
still
then the
white
rook
is
f,
three pawns up.
but
Nothing is
rook
happening.
f3 is the move. Rook f3 is the move, and then rook h6 will really add some pressure.
Got it. But what if he goes rook g1 and rook g3? Oh, rook g1, rook g3
He
was like,
doesn't. Yeah, rook g1, rook g3 was the only save. He don't have like he thought that he will take the d3 pawn, so he protected that one. Like if we go g1, he will take the pawn, and then he can take the another pawn. That makes the position equal, which I was taking from the black side.
but rook h6 is really deadly now, like a very good, great attack for black. Mm, now this is
Hmm.
forced exchange, yeah. Even if you give
Yeah.
up an h3 pawn,
You should take the rook, king take it, and we can take the pawn. That's better.
that's the only move. Like that's the only variation, right? Okay,
Mm,
he takes up
he
this.
did in another way.
Mm. He wants to keep the king trapped. That's the idea.
Mm.
But white can
But
just start pushing, yeah.
4v2 will be really winning for white only. Like you can see on the queen
D4's
side, there is 4v2. So, and also isolation if there is no. So, let's see.
white can also go rook e3, rook g3.
Rook e7 is easiest way. That's the way. Now you just go the whole pawn. This is losing for black now.
Okay. We might see Medhan SHB going forward, winning this game, and he's on the fifth rank. Rishan Reddy is on eighth. Rishan Reddy might lose here. Probably Rishan Reddy, if he finds some tricks, can make a draw. White is simply going to eat up, and then eat up as well, and be like a couple of pawns. Black resigned, and White won. Shout out to Medhan SHB, and that moves him to the third spot with a perfect score of 3 out of 3. Fourth round going on in category 2 USA stage 2. Let's see. Adam Binani is winning, but top 6. So let's see some games. Kabir Khatri is, oh, his game is already over. He has moved on to 3. KK5185 and Tejas Amun Konda are Rishi 6800. Oh, this game will be very important. KK and Tejas Amun Konda for the standing, whomsoever wins will make it. Tejas Anumukonda looks
Tejas is like
comfortably
really winning comfortable here, but I see that. Yeah, he can take the pawn. Why he's not taking?
C7 pawn, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Tejas is my kid. I know about his like uh, really think about some of the variation which is not even coming in that stage. Now opponent is looking to take the pawn with the rook, so that if we move the queen, he will take the rook. So what should we do? We should capture the pawn. That's right. They just anyways like to trade. So if you take that, he will just take it. It's fine. You don't have a light square bishop, so it's fine. So we see in this position, if the rook takes, we take the rook, bishop takes, and if the bishop takes, we will move the rook attacking the bishop, like moving the rook to e7, attacking the bishop, the same rook which is under attack. Or else there is a one more idea, we can capture the pawn on c2 with the rook on c7. He did the another way, that's good. Now, whenever you move the bishop, I will take the rook. Because we are very happy to trade here. We don't see any problem in trading. We have a queen. We easily winning. Also, you can just really delay this
White
thing.
is
We can
out
take
of.
the pawn on.
Can he play f4?
Oh, now it's black and he will take the pawn.
Take the
He
pawn,
will
take
take the
another pawn,
and
go
then
for
look
an
for
attack.
checkmate.
Also, this rook can't go here because the bishop is. Mm, if he moves the bishop, just take this pawn, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Take the pawn,
Yeah,
take the pawn.
take the rook. Take the rook first with a check.
Why? Take the pawn. Okay, sorry. Check.
Take the rook with a check and then take the pawn.
Simple, yeah. Tejas Anumkonda. Let's just Tejas Anumkonda will win here, and then
Yeah, he simplified it.
white black is just
Now
going to
take the
checkmate
pawn.
in.
That's an easy win here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if white plays this, I guess to defend this checkmate, yeah.
No,
Check.
we should take, like in this position, we can even simplify by taking the bishop. There's no problem at all.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
that's an important win in category two, and they will win and move up the ladder here. Tejas Anamkonda, we were looking at, he's currently at 12, but he'll move because he'll get 3.5, and KK will be sad news for him. And let's see what's happening in category three. Still two ongoing games. We saw, okay, SDK Chess, we were looking at his games. He's still playing. All right. Okay, five ongoing games. What's happening? Let me just try to refresh. Okay, only one ongoing
SDK is
games.
playing in.
Yash K Patel.
Yes.
Okay. This is crazy. What's happening? White has so many pawns. Black has two rooks. White has a rook and a bishop. Let's see. Oh, black can now
Yes.
go rook d3 check. Gets one of the pawns back. Ladder checkmate threats. Rook a2 check.
Rook A to check, king E1. And I will think that if the black will not give a check anytime, then white rook will go on a check spree, like all over the board.
No, but you can go rook b3 after that. Rook
Like
a2 check. Rook a2 check.
king,
King
king
e1.
E1.
Rook b3.
Rook B3, okay. Then we'll give a check with rook B5.
I'll go rook e3 then. It goes complicated. Oh, can you go rook h3?
He's looking for a checkmate thing. I
King
give the
c7, king
check.
d6, king e5, king d6,
That's no way for him to save this one now.
king
Now you give a
c6,
check. Okay, no way. Now this is a save because the rook can go to D2.
bishop, king
Rook
b6.
D2 is the way, but he's not doing it. Just move the bishop back. Now you can play the bishop back to B5, which will save at C1.
Okay. But then rook a1
Bishop
and you
B5,
eat up the
bishop
bishop.
C1.
But rook h1, king goes up, rook h1, bishop c1, bishop f1, and rook a1.
That's the way.
And then deflection. Even if you bring rook d1, it's
The
winning.
better move was rook d2 earlier only. He just need
Yeah,
not to give a check with the bishop.
but rook d2 also same thing, right? Rook h. Oh,
This
he's
is like
going
king
for the
can
pawns.
go
He's
to
going for
that.
the pawns, I feel. He's going for the e4. Yash K. Patel doesn't see the idea there. For the audiences, just to explain, the
This
idea
is
was if the bishop comes in the middle, you can give a check again, and then two pieces will be attacking here. Even if the rook would have come in the middle, you eat up, king gets distracted, and you eat up the bishop. So now black has gone for a different plan. Again, he's going for a ladder checkmate. What is he doing? Meanwhile, he hasn't grabbed the pawn. White has grabbed
he
the
will give a
pawns.
check and then go for no, what white is doing like.
King will try to hide here and maybe
Again
run
give a
away.
check.
Oh, how
Then
is
you
white
have
going to?
to again you have to move the bishop back, and when he gives a check, you will move the king there. Yeah, that's right. Move the thing. That's right.
So you eat up the bishop now.
Now it's doing the same idea as
Now
you
he,
have said.
yeah,
But then,
eat up the pawn, and now it should be winning for Yash K. Patel here.
yeah, he's winning because that's kind of winning thing. Okay, we take it. Now he has to save against two of the pawns, which is not that of a difficult move. No, that is becoming
Uh,
difficult now.
Now it's a draw if it reaches.
Push the king, push the pawn, make a queen. He'll take its draw. SDK has a draws today, like so many draws. Push the king, that's a draw now. That's no one can save this thing.
All right. Okay. Yash Patel missed some chances there. Maybe he had to act upon certain things earlier, or maybe grab some pawns and then go for it. So round three is over. Round four will kick off soon. Let's see category. Okay, very important. Okay. Round four going on. Krishak Chandra versus Shreyas 19. I guess we saw this game, or Krishak. We saw
Yeah.
Shreyas 19's game. We don't know. Advik Singh also. We saw some of the games. Very important for the standings. We see Nilufar Hasnali, Tejas Amkonda, we saw his game, Adam Binani, Shreyas 19, AA Boys, Krishank Chandra, all of these. Okay, so Shreyas and Krishank Chandra is very important for the standing. Again, one pawn and one rook. Can he make this? Oh, this should be easy to win. Even without the rook, I
Yes.
guess. No, he doesn't have the opposition. Okay, he's going to give a check. He doesn't when the king comes here. Now he's going to give a check. I hope he doesn't play king e6. That would have been stalemate and now a queen. And that should be an easy ladder checkmate there. Again, will we see a ladder checkmate? Yeah.
Most probably. We can move the rook a2 and then do a ladder checkmate. But he's going for this one, that's fine.
This is
Queen
check, check.
d6, rook a7, and then that's okay. This is also mate.
Why?
He choose
Why
the
to
half
ex?
of his, half of mine.
What is he trying? Okay, this one.
I
Staircase. I don't
uh,
know what is this called. Staircase or something like that.
yeah.
Okay, guys. So category one, let's see what's happening in category one. Four rounds are over. Only one game going on in the fourth round. Let's see. Arjun is on 50 seconds. Kushi is on 1 minute 50 seconds. Very intense game. Category one. Both the kids are 700 rated. So it will be fun to see what happens in this game. I don't think so. This matters much for the standing, but this is the last game in round four in the category one of the USA. So we'll take a look. White has some extra pieces here. Maybe the bishop is an extra one, right? And he
And
has
lots of
also a
pawn.
pawn majority on the left side. Black king also looks unsafe here. White's king is castle.
I see
Kids
white is
always
having
castle.
a really position of aqua cover.
Arrow. Arrow Quiver. Arrow Quiver,
Yeah,
sure.
okay. He's
Vikas
like
Singh,
number
we'll
one
go.
in third category I see in US.
Category 3, Arrow Quiver is on the top spot. Let's go to Arrow Quiver's game. He's playing against Tarun 171. He's number 2 versus number 6. Very important for the qualification match as well, because this is round number 4 for category 3. This is round number 4. Yes. This is round number 4. So if Arrow Quiver wins, I mean that should guarantee, but we have seen yesterday nothing is guaranteed in the US region as the competition is fierce. So, opening thoughts, probably Adesh, you can take the black pieces for this one, plan it out for the arrow quiver. I'll take the white pieces and let's see how it goes. What do you think, Adesh? Is arrow quiver doing the right things?
I think
Uh,
Aroquir want to like really attack the queen, but right now if the queen takes the bishop, the queen takes the queen and then he takes the dark square bishop. That's the plan of Aroquir. To so that he can create some weaknesses like a isolated pawn at d3 by taking it with the knight, if it is the plan.
Isolated pawn on d3. Oh, he wants
Yeah,
to
like
take. You want to take one more and then create this. Okay. All right.
yeah.
I
We
guess we
have seen
might
Aroquir.
see the version you were saying on the board, but white will move the bishop, right?
Maybe, but he does not have many good spots. He does not have like very good spots to move on. So also, if we move the bishop, we give a check with rook, knight, e. The first of all, yeah, now it's the one we said it.
Okay, so good
That is
thing
the
for Arrow and Tarun. He made sure that Tarun goes low on time. Oh, putting your pawns on the dark square. Well, I just lost the pawn.
yeah. Now
Mm.
rook goes to e4. You can't just solidify both of the structures. It's
Okay,
okay. That's a very important thing. Araquiver is keeping in the thing that he should not land up with a back rank
back
checkmate.
rank
So he's
checkmate. Okay, but white now can just stabilize. Should have played b3 as well. Uh, put your pawns on the light squares. Also use the knight effectively. I feel Tarun should be doing that. Okay, one more attack. So now it might be difficult to save the d4 pawn. Also, once you
yeah.
get center, then black will just go forward. Okay, so white in trouble a little bit. But can we
Yeah, a
attack
little
the
bit of.
bishop? Bishop goes back. What is
But bishop
happening?
will take the pawn, I think. If you attack the bishop, bishop will
Check.
take the pawn. Yeah, and I take the bishop, we take the rook, and then we take the pawn. That's what black wants to. That's why he created a d3 weakness so that he can target
Okay, attacks the rook right now.
rook push to one spot.
No, but
The rook push
then
is
this
also
is
good because it could be met up with the idea with rook b3, rook d3. He will play rook b3 and then play the rook to d3 so that he can add more pressure to that knight.
okay. So Adesh is suggesting something like this. But then this king. F2, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. If the king comes, then he has to we see this game is watched by many one. I see that
Yes, there are
no.
Abhidhay Mittal, Indian Chess 01 are also spectating. Probably their games are over, so they just spectate. He goes King Rook A4, trying to stay on this fourth rank, I believe. And he gave a good
Mhm.
a number of thought, few seconds of thoughts there. White protects the D4 square again twice. Can the bishop take it now? Okay, he attacks the B7 square, leaves that square now. Now the rook can go back, maybe, yeah? Or I
No,
wanted to
he will.
place the pawns. He's attacking, knight attacks the rook now.
Now that's why the way he just wants to take the pawn. He take it. Now rook take it. Bishop take check. Take the knight. Then rook b3, take one more pawn.
Okay, but rook and pawn in games we have seen even after
You can
two
take your
having.
pawn itself with the rook right now, like rook b2.
Then where is the knight going?
Knight is either go back or like you just go for another way.
Goes for a first version of winning this pawn, but okay, white tries to just go
White
forward.
wants to play f3 and do the back rank checkmate.
Oh, he allows f3.
Now he has to play h5, otherwise that's done.
And if he doesn't see it, white might win. Arrow player has to be really careful at this particular move. Only move, not
That's
only
not
move,
possible.
but then maybe I guess now g5 and then rook e7 adds a lot of
But
pressure.
white can't make progress that side. That's the problem.
Can just take up the pawn, I feel.
And this could become Aisha just h5 because you have a safe spot. But the thing is that Aquakeeper has thought that he could promote to a queen, but white will go for rook a7 so that he can look for checkmating ideas and also take the pawn, get his own passer. Also stopping the
He
press.
eats up the d4 pawn. D4 pawn was
Mhm.
very important.
Very interesting matchups there.
But Tarun
If he
171
push,
looks like can hold this one.
is holding well in this position
I feel
as
still,
far as
yeah, g5 never allows h5, and slowly pawn push, king comes up, pawn push, but the king is not going anywhere. You can also do a check,
white
and
is really very well in preventing the black king to enter into the position.
oh, he goes this
Mm,
way, and now he'll win the
that's the
h7.
good. Yeah, that's the way. Like king d7 and king
No, but
e6 is the
now these
way.
pawns will just march on. Then he'll
Yeah,
have
push.
nothing is happening. Black will just move, allow black king to come out. Yeah, I feel rook
Yeah.
e7 was very strong. Now the black king can just simply come out. But still, rook e7, king goes up. I don't think so
If you give
much.
a check, rook king will go to capture his pawn.
Oh, that's why he's coming up.
Mm,
Check and then
yeah.
the pawn can go forward. King comes up, pawn a2.
Check, pawn forward, rook
Now rook
b2
can't
and
leave this file. Oh, rook b2 and pawn push. Yeah. Because even if a check, the king goes up. He can keep checking the king from sideways. Yeah.
yes.
Check
He wants to
again.
give a check with the pawn, I think. But then he
But
lose the pawn.
if you, yeah,
He
so
will
you
give
give
a
a
check
check.
with the rook first and then he'll give a like kind of thing.
King goes up. Can't do much.
Like you see
Keep rook.
that black has left the f7 pawn now.
Rook f3, h3. Yeah. Stops a3.
Rook b2 is the move for black. But yeah,
Arukur should easily win this game and solidify his chances of going to qualifying for the USA team with 1 round to spare. Arukur might move on to a perfect score. Then it will become who is going on the perfect score. It's a couple of kids. Only three kids are three out of three. Vihan, Medhan, and Arukur. All right, Vihan and Medab are playing against each other. Arrow Quiver is not. So then it will be interesting to see Arrow Quiver who will face Arrow Quiver just won the
correct
game, I
in the
feel,
last round.
in the last round. Who will get 5 out of 5? Perfect score is about pride and confidence about for the kids. So that would be interesting to watch. And let's see what happens here.
It seems like I think a draw, but I can't say it completely.
This is Midhan versus number two versus number three. Midhan SHB versus Vihan. Let's see what happens there. Kindly analyze Princess 2014. We saw one of the Princess 2014 match, Canada AB Category 2, Gayatri Patnaik, ma'am. Sure, we will analyze Princess 2014 again, catch up with that game in Canada Category 2 because it might be about to end. So let's see. Let's go to Princess 2014's game. Princess 2014 is black playing against Akshash 017. She has 3 minutes 44 seconds. Akshash has 3 pawns or 3 points extra. Uh, I guess that's the 3 pawns here on the board. One, two, and 1 pawn here. These are the three extra pawns. Black king is really unsafe. Princess has these pawns pushed too much forward. But a lot of things are happening in this position. Yeah, Adesh.
Yes, actually.
The queen is under attack, so Akshay needs to move the queen. Also, this is category 2 game. Princess has double the time on the clock. So let's see if Princess can win this game. Princess's knight is
We see a
pinned.
lots of pin there, but here the thing is like white drops the knight. Yeah, that's it. Princess equal.
Princess spots it so quickly. Yeah, awesome. Good work. And now the points are equal because these 3 pawns gets nullified because black has an extra piece. Also, black might
A-
also plan to open up, but always it's
Actually,
very
black is
risky.
better right now. I say black is better right now. Like the
I
moment I
am
said he just found a discover attack, he just lost a rook.
not losing the rook, but yeah, but this is really scary as black's king is very much open. So first you have to eat up the rook, queen eats
Take
up,
the
and
rook and
then
then take the bishop.
no, but oh, rook is not protected by the
Rook is not protected.
protected by the knight because the knight is pinned. Princess forget about the pins. Pins wins you
Okay, just
matches.
take the pawn. We still
Pin
have some
is
draw chances if we
mightier
take the
than the
pawn.
sword. So yeah, okay, fork, all right. Great tactics plus tactics. Okay, Adesh, what is this game? Discovered attack, pin, fork. It's like all the tactics that we teach crumbled up into one game.
We will
You
play everything
so yeah, you see, this is hanging piece, like okay, attacking, pawn attacking. All right. So then it's a
inside
check.
attack. This is the
Yeah, okay, check. Then this becomes a pin as well as support. All right. And again a hanging piece. Hanging piece. Then this is peekaboo attack, discovered check.
discover attack.
King comes in. All right. This is exposed king. You never keep your king open. This is the castle king. The king remains safe. All concepts of chess are being used. The rook goes calculations, like you see, you win points, but here you see you have to first eat up and then go
You have
here.
to do the like correct exchanges, but he missed it.
Yes,
You take the
good, bad, or equal exchanges also comes into play. A bad exchange gives a fork, now a check. Okay, white figures out a way. Black is still surviving. Two knights can be really tricky in the end game against a rook. But black has to make sure that these knights are connected or well protected. Also, black king always afraid about the king. Black
look at this
doesn't have
position.
the
The
wall.
black queen is like really protecting the
Pin,
d4 square,
pin
which is the
again,
only
pin again.
possible square from
Yeah.
where queen can make a double attack. So that's really good.
Now it's connected. All right. And Princess playing really fast. So parents, if you're watching, I guess Akshaj might blunder in time pressure. And I think the good thing will be let Akshaj go here and make some perpetual checks. I feel checks will win him a lot of time. So that should be the idea. But Akshaj is taking a lot of time. Maybe he can bring the queen also down. Oh,
Akshay should
he
have ideas here.
finds a way to attack the knight 2 times. And he might win the knight now. Because he only black only has one protector, white has two attackers, stops the pin, but you can just take it and then there will be another pin. That's trouble. But does check?
No, that's not a good check, I say.
Okay, check and maybe okay, check, check,
It, no,
check, check, checkity,
black is
check, check.
fine, perpetual.
All right, but white pawn captures and the king might be in a safe haven. And this knight is
King
again pinned.
itself comes. No, like that.
Knights can really be tricky. I think there is still one trick, one or two tricks left in the game. Uh,
Only if the knight was not in a pin, I say.
pin. Yeah. All right, but let's not forget Akshaj is on only on 16 seconds. Princess needs to keep on adding that pressure on time. Oh, queen exchange offer. Akshaj, he's thinking Akshaj might lose on time here. Akshaj tries to keep the queen on the board. That's good news for Princess because queens and knight are the most strongest of the combination in chess. That is what is true. And queen checks again. Akshaj shouldn't go for a draw. Akshaj, this one is winning, but Akshaj might go for a draw. Eat up the queen,
He
Akshaj.
should go for a draw, I think.
Akshat should go for a draw, otherwise he'll get flagged. That's what you're feeling, Atish, right?
Looking at the time, if anything went wrong, he will be in really short of a problem. Keeping a draw will make
Okay, I
things happen.
thought, oh,
I told you.
Princess flags
You can't
Akshat.
think. You can't think in 2 seconds.
This is checkmate. No, no,
Not
no,
really
no. King was
thinking.
running away here. I thought it's a dovetail checkmate. I forgot that the pawn is not here. If the pawn would have been here, then this would have been a dovetail checkmate.
That's right.
All right. Sad news for Akshaj. He was playing really well, but good tricky play by Princess there. Princess wins the match on time. That's why, guys, chess is really exciting. Let's see what's happening. Canada category one has ended, and guys, we have the team Dominic Capybara. 4 out of 5. Yeah, I guess yesterday he dominated 5 out of 5. Abdul Rahman Dil, Abdul Rahman
Abdul
Dil,
Rahman Soeta.
Shweta Prayag Hero, Satwik, Ishan Bakare. These are the 6 kids who will be playing for Canada in Category One. Let's see if Category Two is also over. Yes, Naisha, I'm Kushal, Princess. Okay, so Princess wins that game and
Precious got
qualifies.
number 3.
Yes, and Cubs, a random guy 12, and Ray Flash. All three of them qualified for the category 2. Category 3, Adi Sekaran again dominating 4.5. Mr. Renter, their chess player on Master Chess. Diva, Divakar Galwadi, Mr. Pranav Rajan. These are the 6 players who will go through. Sad news for Sai Kavish, very close with 3 points, but loses on tie breaks. Shout out to Sai Kavish, but with a strong play. Fifth round going on in category one, USA. Uh, all the kids who have four
Arush and
points
Arjun are playing.
Yes, but all the kids with the 4 points have guaranteed their spot because 3.5
Yeah,
points
that's really good.
kids can't make it. So it doesn't matter what is the result between Arush and Arjun. It matters more what are the results between Chess Kid, Vida Khyati. Oh, so there are so many kids on 3 points as well. So it does matter what Arjun and Arush does. We will come back
One
to
may
this. Let's
get
see or 4 games ongoing. And here, I guess 4-4-4 still. Okay, Krishak Chandra's game matters for the standing because Krishak and Tejas are moved. If Tejas wins, he moves on to the third, and then it might be sad news for Wave. Or if Krishak Chandra wins, he also might move on to the top with 4 points, and then it will be a decider between who finishes with the tie breaks. So very interesting stuff happening in category 2 and 1 both. Category 3 just have started, so we'll stick on category 1 or 2. Let's see. These 2 games are very important. Chesskid versus Amuka. If any one of them wins 3, they can go up on the tie breaks, and Arjun and Aditya also. Let's see. Oh, Arjun is
every game
winning.
is really very interesting and exciting right now. We see that every match matters right now because of the thing. Even first and second, they lost, then one get really out of the thing.
They might have
So I see
better tie
Arush.
breaks, but we are not sure. That doesn't guarantee them
Yeah.
a spot, even if they are first and second throughout the tournament, winning 4 out of 4. Last match, if they lose, maybe.
Yeah, I have seen it in the India's region. There's one kid who was like really first for the whole time. and then he just lost. He got to third, and then he drawed. He just got seventh, and that's how he just got out of the.
Eliminated. Ah, it's tough. It's tough. The competition is tough. That's why we love this format, and that's why chess is so exciting. And we try to make it more exciting with coming up with these ideas. And guys, if you are also liking these things, show us the love in the comments. Show us the love by liking the stream, sharing it, subscribe it, so that that keeps us motivated to bring you all these action live on the weekends and going forward. Let's see. Black here is creating some chances, yeah. One push.
Yeah, I see.
But where is the
On
knight going? I personally don't like the knight sitting. Knights on the rim
both the
are
knights
dim.
have no plan.
But still, white knight, white doesn't need the knight much right now because he has the queen. Okay, black is trying to get the knight into some kind of action. I would like to see the knight sit here.
That would be nice.
And Arush actually has 4 minutes to plan all these things. Arjun Aditya B doesn't have that much of time. So that's the thing. That's the game. We'll come back to this game, but Arjun has a queen, but is less on time. So that's the exciting thing about this game. And it depends for the standing on number one. I guess with the tie breaks, both of them are going through. Oh, yes, both of them are going through with 4 points because we see uh, three games ongoing, but those games are not on the scorecard with 3 points. So good news for Arjun Aditya. Regardless of the result, they
Both
both of
will be
them will
good. Yeah.
qualify as four should become enough to qualify for the top six. So shout out to Arjun, Arush, Devansh, Rat, Amuka, Amogle, and Sunita Viswa. Uh, 87 for getting 4 out of 4 and qualifying for USA category 1 team. Category 2, we have some exciting stuff happening. 3.5, Tejas Samakanda. If he wins against Krishank Chandra, if Krishank Chandra wins, he'll move on 4. Let's see. If Tejas Samakanda wins, he clearly is qualifying. But if Krishank Chandra wins, it will go on to the tie breaks. Let's see. Tejas Samakanda is white. He's kind of winning, but only
Yes.
1.5 minutes.
He play on the low time, but it's fine. They just play the rook one step forward to c7, and then it's fine.
Okay, he goes rook
No,
d.
he just
Pressure, nerves. Chess is exciting. Kids are feeling the tension. Let's see. They have to find one move after one move perfectly. It's the battle of the
rook
minds.
c7 was such a nice move that
Oh,
just solves everything.
g5. Black is trying to create some chances. G5. King is opening up.
He can
Where
just
is
move
the
the
white
queen one
queen?
step back to f3 and then maneuver it to d4 or d5.
But can the queen directly go to e5? Yeah, queen e5.
Yeah, he just did it.
Rook
Now
e7,
rook
queen g7.
g6, rook g6, queen g7. Rook
Oh,
check
rook
is the
e8.
way. And
Rook e8 is also working.
yeah, rook e8, rook d8. Then rook d8 is good because he can take the knight.
Oh, knight is protected by the queen.
Like rook d8, I'm talking about. Not this rook, the another rook. If another rook moves, then it is a discover attack on the knight. Now you take the rook and then give a check with the rook and then take the knight.
Oh, the knight will be attacked two
Take,
times. Yeah, okay.
that's a checkmate. He got it.
Queen
Not real.
f6.
Queen one
No,
step. Queen
e6.
e6.
And
That's it.
Tejas Amakanda wins and books his berth for the team USA in category number 2. That was hard luck for, sorry, who was he playing against? I forgot. Krishan Chandra, hard luck for him. And but he played really well in this tournament. We followed his games for a lot of time. Nulfar Hassan Lee, 4.5. Shreyas 19, 4.5. Tejas Anaconda not losing any games, only draw. But in the
Mhm.
first game, he draw against Rishi. Where is Rishi in the standings? I'm not sure. Rishi is really down in the standings, but anything can happen. You see, in this tough lineup. Even with 4 points, Web 100 couldn't qualify. Oh my God. For the team, that's sad news for Web 100. But shout out to Web 100 on playing some awesome chess there. All right, and let's go ahead. Let's see what's happening in category three. Arrow
It's just
looks like
started.
four, but four did not guarantee a spot here in category number two. So, guys, can four does Arrow even if he loses, guarantees the spot? We are not sure. Shri Prajwal, three and a half,
Based
three
on
and a
his
half.
Darkers, I think it is really that he will get it because his tie breaks is really high.
Tie breaks is 12.25. So he might get it, but you never know.
Yeah, that's there is high chance that the Aquacover is gonna get the thing.
Okay, all right. Also, two and a half to three and a half might not get it. Three to four will be very important. So only the top 10 will matter. So Arrow is playing against Mridhan Swap. Let's see. Also, we'll see Abhyodaya Mittal. We haven't seen Abhyodaya Mittal in action. Suknala. Let's see what's happening. Kishan Chandrasekhar. Okay. Abhyodaya Mittal is playing against. He's 2118. Abhyodaya is also really strong. And let's see. Did he just sacrifice the knight? Who?
Yeah, no, he just wants that a pawn take, he takes the bishop. Just winning a pawn.
Tactics galore. Tactics are flying in. Kids love these tactics. And now where is the knight going? Okay, knight comes back to f4, I guess. Attacks the bishop
Mhm.
as well as the h5 pawn. And but b2 is hanging, so that's why Abhyuday takes a pause. But Abhyuday is really fast. You can see the time difference. He's on 8 minutes. Kishan is only on 5 minutes. Okay, he plays the move
I can
that
see
I
there's a
selected.
way the bishop can take the pawn on the d4.
Oh, that's really interesting. Goes
Because
for
then if the
something.
bishop moves, the queen attacks the knight. So that's one of the good idea. But here he looks for this cover. Like he
No,
don't
not
want to take
discovered. He
chances.
just protects the bishop. Yeah.
Yeah, he just won't want to take chances. Now the bishop will surely take the pawn. But that will be bad because now if the bishop takes, then queen g5 check, and that's mate, I think. Close to it.
King f8, king e7. Okay, queen takes.
Queen takes. Queen takes, queen takes, bishop takes.
Then it's a bishop pair advantage for black, right?
It
Also,
will, I think
open
Abhyuday will take
position.
the bishop first.
But then
Abhyuday
the
will take the
queen.
bishop first.
Then again, you can take queen
It
take.
does,
Okay.
like, why does not have?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's given double bishop.
But
This is risky. Even though pawn up, this is risky.
yes, it is. Now he can either maintain the double bishop advantage by playing the
Oh,
bishop
but you can just go
d6
bishop d7,
and
bishop d7. We can go bishop d7, exchange the rooks.
Mhm.
I guess Kishan Chandrasekhar has some chances here. Abhyuday Mittal looked like he was
Yeah.
better, but Kishan Chandrasekhar might have some chances. Although
Also,
Kishan
in this
Chandrasekhar,
position, Abhyuday Mittal must win, otherwise he will not get qualified. That's for sure.
yes, he needs to, it's a must win for Abhyuday Mittal.
Mhm. That's a very different approach, I see.
All right. Okay.
Let's go into this
Sorry,
position.
guys. Let's go to another game.
We can just watch this for a while. It's very interesting right now, I see. Kishan Chandrasekhar is creating some.
Pass pawns in the center.
Mhm. King F5 and then King F4. Push both the pawns in the center.
All right.
We
But
see that the
I
window
think
is an
white
egg.
will win. I think white will win here. Abhideh is a higher rated and he might have a superior endgame technique with two pawns extra. Although two middle pawns are rolling down the board, he will have some idea on how to stop those pawns as well as push his pawns at the right moment. And he can play left and right. And when kids play on both sides of the board, they tend to get confused. Not only kids, even very strong players, they can play on the H file, A file, and then black gets confused where to go for the defense. So, and
Abhinav
pawns.
is really good in that game. So I have seen that he just
Oh,
got some
E3, but now
skills
E3
in the
is
end game.
but now E3 is allowed. Pawn to E3. Oh, check
He
is also
doesn't.
good. King comes up, but
Hmm.
then
It's not good because now it's
I think
no.
E3 was the move. Yeah.
Let it be. Yeah, earlier E3 was the move, then it was really good. But now white is winning, and that's it.
Even if he goes King E5, King F4, I don't think so. That's stopping
King
the pawn.
E5, King E5, King E3. But then I push the pawn. That's the problem. King E5 was a good move, I say.
They will just win this very easily.
If this pawn falls, then white is winning.
It will fall. It will fall eventually. And white will now just start pushing with the pawns. A4, A4 check is also there. Okay, he gives the A2
Black has
pawn.
also understood it will fall, so let's take some pawn.
Okay, A2 he hits with
Hmm.
the check. Oh,
I see that
rook H.
1700 is giving a very good fight to a 2100. That's really appreciable.
Yes, and Abhyuday Mittal strengthens his chances for qualifying. Now he might qualify and play for the USA team. That's good news for USA team. Always to have a 2000 plus rated in there. But Kishan should definitely keep on fighting here. We'll see Abhyuday's superior technique here. We'll come back. Let's see if any other important games. S2 chess and SDK chess. Okay, S2 chess. And S2 chess is playing against Udit Gita with number 11. SDK Chess is also playing S2 Chess. We haven't seen his games versus Udit Gita. So this is also S2 Chess needs to win. S2 Chess is playing with the white pieces. Your thoughts? Oh, there's a trick here.
This Gita is like
Check here.
taking
No,
the.
it's not a check. Sorry. I thought the king was
It's not
G8.
a check. They remove the knight, we take the rook. And we still take the knight anyways. So we
Oh,
should
so
take the
now
knight
Udit Gita will
e rook.
win from the 11th spot. Can Udit Gita make it also? Okay, he just avoided any kind of back rank checkmate. Udit Gita will win this one. Looks like, sorry guys, it's really late. Udit Gita will come on 4. And Udit Gita, no, Udit Gita, where is Udit Gita?
This Gita is knight in number
Oh,
11.
yes, he'll come on 4th and might have some chances to qualify because he's on 11th. Okay. And yes, four should guarantee him a spot because only four people are on four. Vihan SDK Chess is still playing, so Udit Gita with have to see have a watch on SDK Chess's game. Let's go to SDK Chess. He's playing against Tejas Nukla. Great commentary, sir. Thanks, Ayush, sir, for joining in. All right.
We see that Tejas is winning here against STK.
Sad news for SDK Chess because then SDK Chess will be kicked out. And can Tejas make it? Let's see. Tejas is also on 3. So Tejas and Udit Geeta are really pushing the boundaries here. Can they make it?
With it Gita number 4.
Udit Gita has reached number 4. So Vihan and Medhan has to keep an eye on SDK chess and uh, uh, Tejas Nukula's
Tejas.
game. And this game is very important, so we'll stay here. Tejas is trying to win here. So sad news for SDK Chess, who played the tournament. As Adarsh also pointed out, this has been happening in other countries as well, but especially the USA and India has been really tough.
Yeah, we take the knight and then the queen goes there. I just don't tell that the Tejas is absolutely winning because though black is not having, like, that's the point. It could go either way. SDK is not completely losing at this point. If queen got traded, we have two rooks versus a rook and knight, which could go either way. And as far as this position is concerned, exchanging the queens for the black will be a good choice. Okay, so he castled at this moment, Tejas, and creating a pressure on the d5 pawn. If pawn push, we take it. Very interesting. This castle has just made in the last move. Can you imagine they castle at the 30th move of the game so that he can attack it?
Pretty cool stuff, yeah. And
Yeah.
being confident of castling, and then now White's king is really safe, and Tejas, but he's only +1. He was +5 a few moves before, right?
No, no, +5 was SDK.
Oh,
SDK was
SDK.
+5. Now another rook will come into defense. That is H rook. Yeah.
Oh, but
It's a
then
tough
now
fight.
SDK is safe, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
what's the
kind of
attack?
equal game, I say.
But this game is very important. Whomsoever win makes it to the top 6, most likely.
For both of them, it's important. Whoever wins will qualify, another will get eliminated. And that's also important for two another people who is at 5 and 6 spot. They're watching because if like any one of them wins, the another from fifth or sixth will get eliminated.
Yes, so
Vihan or
Vihan and
Anirudh.
Anirudh, very important for them. They would hope they just make a draw. Then it will go to tie breaks. SDK chess, and this is the last game, guys, going on in category number 3. We have already have the results for Canada category 1, 2, 3, USA category 1, 2, and we have given a shout out to all these players. In category 3, we are just waiting for the final spots. It's Tejas who is fighting it out there against SDK chess, and that's the most important game that is going on. Let's see who can win. It's a real time scramble as well. 1.5 minutes for SDK chess, and Tejas Kunala has only 50 seconds. White, I still feel, has a very good position because White's king looks pretty safe. Black king has managed to also make sure that his king is safe. Now White has, I don't feel any kind of strong attacks left. So Tejas Kunala needs to think here a little bit what to do. I was wondering knight h4. No, but knight h4 doesn't help. He brings the rook into the action. He's like, okay, you can go d4 or do something else there. I'll bring in my rook on a7,
No,
try
he's
to get.
want to make the rook H6 pin.
Oh, that's also a cool idea. Rook at 6 pin. But black attacks the white's queen first. Where do you
Also
go?
saves the bit by rook G6. Rook H6 will be met up with rook G6.
No, rook h6. Can you eat up the queen?
That's equal actually. Both are showing some class, but Tejas has a low time. Queen trade will lead up to black favorability.
Queen trade is, oh,
Okay, that's a good way, but rook doesn't
distraction,
take
but
it. So
distraction is not working. He just spotted it. Also, Tejas playing at 10 seconds. He's trying to grab the pawns. Tejas is playing
rook
really,
will
really
come
fast.
there.
Rook will come on f1. Okay, other rook, let's say
Rook C7. Rook C7 offering a rook trade.
Tejas can now, but Tejas looks like he's a really good bullet player. He's been playing really fast. Couple of
I
blitz
see.
moves, blitzed it out very quickly. The king goes here. White has these two extra pawns. Black has these. Okay, attack. Let's see B6, B3. Go fast, go fast, go fast. Tejas. Play. Capture,
Push the
capture.
pawn and then rook there. Yeah, that's right. We play C4, pawn takes
SDK
C4,
chess
pawn takes
is
C4,
taking
rook
his time,
B2,
but
and that's it.
Tejas has been playing on 10 seconds for a long time. Tejas might
They
give
just be like,
couple of
I'm not
checks.
gonna give you.
No, Tejas might give couple of checks to just increase some time on his clock. He knows the technique.
Taking, if he goes back like the same way, then knight will take. That's wrong.
Guys, this is
Okay,
crazy intense. Rook b5. Oh no,
push
you can't
the
go rook
pawn.
b5. Push this pawn. Oh, he pushes the
Yeah,
other
that's right.
pawn. This is also good.
Pawn takes, then the pawn will get protected by the rook.
He moves the knight
Okay, that's good.
backwards. Tejas is really good at the speed chess, looks like. Knight captures or pawn captures. Knight captures because he wants to keep the f file pawn as far away from this pawn. Okay, now knight b5, knight c4. Knights can be really tricky in the endgame. Oh,
Played
there was a trick.
another SDK.
He's
SDK has
he's
played a.
pre-moving.
Okay, that's a blunder. You see, the last
Oh, why didn't he take?
played
Take it? No.
G6. Not a light like back then.
There are a lot of folks coming in, which he's missing. Okay, guys,
SDK is
this is
panicking right
time
now.
scramble. This is time scramble. SDK is definitely panicking. Oh, okay. Let's see what's happening.
Another way was the rook win, but
Knight
Tejas
check
have
again, I guess. King 8, A7, King A7.
that's mistake. Knight check, and that's it.
Oh,
That's
okay. Tejas is
knight
really
was
good.
knight
Oh,
was.
blunder galore, because this is time scramble and this is a very important game. A draw would be the fair result for the kids. Okay,
You
King
have said it
captures,
is to be a draw. You have said
capture.
this is to be
Okay. Oh, King will come back, eat up this pawn. But this pawn will move forward. King will go ahead.
it's kind of draw right now.
King had to go in. Oh, rook is attacked. King goes in the center. I guess he has to go in the center. He has to go here. If the pawn push, king follows the pawn.
If the pawn moves, we take the pawn.
Oh, you take the a6 pawn. Oh, you take it's a draw now. I
Yeah,
guess edge
this is
pawns
a
are
draw. If it
edge
made a
pawns
draw,
are.
no one will qualify out of these two.
No,
The
but
fifth
don't
and
give a
sixth.
check. Don't allow the king to go near the pawn. You had to keep the opposition. Now you have allowed the king to come in. This also might get tricky. Ah, king b7 now. SDK chess just made a mistake. It was a draw.
It was a draw.
King b7 now, and he will have to give up the rook, or he'll have to play rook e8 or something like that.
You
When the
have to
pawn,
keep on giving checks. Check, rook back, rook back. Yeah, that's right.
but still, I guess, yeah, now he can play rook b7, rook b8,
No, no, not rook there actually. Play the king.
rook b8. You have to give up the rook for the pawn.
That's bad.
But what a turnaround by Tejas Kunala. We saw there, excellent turnaround, and he knows the single rook technique. He's 17-21. Also, the boxing technique, very clean technique here. We'll see here from Tejas. Again, blocking. Yeah, just go up. Don't go up. It might be a stalemate. Make a waiting move. Yes, go to the side. Okay,
STK has lost this one.
up. Oh,
Yeah, got it.
cleaner one. All right, just for the audiences, since this was really exciting, I guess in the end, when even because of the time scramble, everything was going crazy, so we can excuse all these things. Okay, the king won the pawn, but here, this check I feel was a
Here the
mistake.
king has to follow the thing.
You just go opposite. Your king reaches first to the pawn.
And we are draw. That's draw.
So just to show the audience this, king tries to come here, king here, nothing much. If he gives a check, you eat up the pawn, or you just eat up the pawn. You block king opposition. They knew such complex techniques. That's why we memorize the end game techniques, guys. Because in such short span, it's very difficult. The kids, of course, knew opposition. Opposition means the king blocks these three squares. These are the key squares, and does not allow the white king to come forward. That is was the
Got
key idea. And on that note, it has been a great stream, great action to follow. PCA World Cup qualification stage 2 that brings in. We'll soon be sending out the WhatsApp group invites for the top six kids. They can join that, and the parents will be updated about the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, and the finals. More action coming in each weekend. November is going to be packed, guys. We will be excited to bring in all the action to you guys. Stay tuned. We'll be announcing the teams as well soon. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Adarsh, thank you so much for joining in on on the Sunday and taking out such important time of yours. Lovely to have you here. And on that note, bye bye. Have a happy weekend.
Same to you. Bye.